A woman in Bomet was killed after she was struck by lightning last night. This as the number of displaced households countrywide hit 85,000. Roads continue to be affected by floodwaters, leaving travelers and motorists stranded in some parts of the country. This has seen the Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen announce road maintenance works on affected roads. We begin our broadcast with our very own Victoria Rubadiri.
A somber mood engulfed Cheseliot area's Sotik sub-county in Bomet after lightning struck a tree where 3 women were taking shelter during a heavy evening downpour on Tuesday. 1 woman died on the spot, while 2 others sustained injuries.
2 arrived in the hospital, ages of 34 to 36, 2 ladies. 1 was pregnant, and we managed them. We were able to assess if they have any injuries.
Mwili si mbaya, ingawa nasikia tu jungu kidogo, lakini tunashukuru Mungu.
The family of the deceased, named Janet, is still reeling from her untimely death.
Sasa namwambia tu mam, sichajua hadi wa saa nini kilifanyika, but tumeamini tu na tunamwambia Mungu aweke mahali beba beboni mamangu.
In Tana River County, rescues continued with 15 children among 19 people picked by boat from flooded farms on Tuesday.
Sahi furaha yangu mmekuja mmetusaidia, tunatoka hatuendi na maji.
According to the Kenya Red Cross, some families did not heed the call to move to higher ground and instead chose to salvage some crop before the floodwaters came. In Kisumu, 400 rice farms at the West Kano irrigation scheme were completely submerged. Farmers here were estimating their losses at 54 million shillings. Meanwhile, this was the situation along the Marsabit-Isiolo road that was cut off by floodwaters, leaving travelers completely stranded. The Kenya National Highways Authority has cautioned motorists plying the Isiolo-Merile road of flooding and heavy siltation at Kirish Center, rendering it impassable. These were some of the affected roads Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen says his ministry has mapped out and will soon repair.
The Kenya will take the lead. The other agencies will be on standby, just unclogging the drainage, opening up roads, sometimes in some places doing a diversion, a very small diversion that can be useful. When the rain subside, we will now come and do an assessment of the situation.
An urgent call to respond to the country's emergency needs was made in the August House and echoed by health and disaster management officials.
In my own constituency, we are suffering. Many areas are under flood. We have moved some people to higher grounds. We need assistance. No food for these people. They are suffering. I know other people are also suffering.
We're witnessing now measles in about 8 counties, malaria outbreak in Marsabit, Laisamis, and the risk of other waterborne diseases in the entire country.
Floods. Now we have the floods and landslides, maybe not too much. The health and well-being of our children, the health and well-being of our men and women are acutely vulnerable.
According to the Kenya Red Cross, as at Tuesday, at least 85,000 households had been displaced.
Tumepata changamoto tumekuja kutoka ziwani, hiyo place yenyewe imeingia maji. Tumekuja hapa saa hii siku ya 4, hakuna NGO imetokea. Watoto wanapigwa na mvua mpaka asubuhi. Leo ni siku ya 3, mvua inanyesha. Watoto hawalali. Hakuna usingizi na pia neti hakuna msaada wote imekuja mpaka saa hizi. Hakuna toilets, yani kila kitu hakuna kwa ufupi.
According to the UN's World Meteorological Organization, the El Niño weather phenomenon is expected to last until at least April next year. Victoria Rubadiri, Citizen TV.
All right, Vicky, thanks so much for that.